We are following breaking news right now out of Oregon.
An active scene at a pharmacy counter. Police have guns drawn on a person inside of a building. This is a live look at the scene there. Let's get you over to our Sarah Oler with the details. Sarah.
Well, right now, you guys, we're getting limited information. This is at the pharmacy counter. We do have a crew there. That's why you're seeing a live picture. This is at 2701 Navarre Avenue. So if you're in the area, stay clear of this area. You can see police have guns drawn. This happened, just started after 4 a.m. We have a crew there. They've taken cover. Police are taking cover. So we're not sure if shots have been fired, but it looks like, according to dispatch, an active shooter situation. Special response team was called to respond there to set up a barricade, and according to our reporter on the scene, there may be a negotiation going on with whoever is armed inside there. So we'll continue to monitor this and bring you live reports as it develops. Back to you.
Yes, Sarah, if we could go back to those live pictures, if we could, and given we can see here officers armed there. I'm not sure if our photographer there on the scene can hear our live programming here. You can see that officer now drawing that weapon, and he had a shot at the front door of that pharmacy there. You could see the glass shattered on the front door. A very tense and active scene right there. Joe now panning back to the front of that building, and there you can see the front of that building, the glass on that door shattered. Inside, we're told that man is now barricaded, and police now working to get him out.
Yeah, and in fact, the police have moved their stance back, and our reporters have moved their stance back. You can see someone there inside who appears to be...
This could be the gentleman. Let's stay with this and see what happens here. Again, police, this could be the guy.
He's clearly injured, walking away with some sort of stick or weapon.
I don't know if we should stay with this.
And charging at police who are now tasing him.
Police have tased him. He is on the ground. Officers rushing in now. This man is now on the ground. You can see underneath that police cruiser there. He's on the ground.
Tell our crews to keep with that, please.
I guess officers are unsure if there's anyone else inside the building with this gentleman.
And it looks like he is down for the count there on the ground. We do know that we watched live that they've tased this gentleman, but they appear to be still approaching this building to see if there is anyone else inside right now.
Yeah, I'm sure this is standard procedure for them, just to make sure that no one else was inside that building. Again, this happening at the pharmacy counter there in Oregon. Officials receiving a call there, investigating, and they now appears to have taken this man down with a taser.
And again, we did get this call about 4 o'clock this morning that there were some shots fired there on the scene of this pharmacy, which is under control of the Mercy health system. So far, we've not heard any word from Mercy on the situation that happened there overnight. But we do know that crews, police crews rather, quickly got to the scene there. And we just saw this man walk out about 3 minutes ago at the top of this 4:30 half hour. It looked like he had blood on him. He walked right through the door because, as Andrew mentioned, the glass was already shattered. He was carrying some sort of a large stick. It was probably 6 feet long or so.
And it wasn't the best thing for him to do, come out of the building with a long object, as police are pointing guns at him that clearly could have been used as a weapon against those officers. This situation quite dangerous, so dangerous. Our Sarah Shahayab there taking cover inside of our live truck there. Our photographer still bringing us these live images from the scene there. As you can see, officers going into that building to clear it, to make sure that there's no one else inside.
Yeah, and it looks like they're approaching it pretty calmly. They're not wearing any sort of heavy gear or anything, and it looks like they've got this man now up on his feet, and they are, patting him down, which is pretty standard, checking for any weapons.
Smoke filling the air from a junkyard up in flames. Incredible video this morning. More than 100 vehicles now charred in North Toledo. Our Sarah Shahayab live at the scene this morning, learning details on exactly that this may not have been the first time of this type of fire. Sarah.
It was not the first time, Andrew, and the family here is devastated about what's happened here at their family-owned business. Fire crews, since the last time you checked in with me, did since clear the scene. What you're seeing now across your screen is what it looked like here at around 1 a.m. when more than 100 cars went up in flames. They have about 500 here in the lot, so a lot of it has been damaged, and the owners here say that's equivalent to thousands and thousands of dollars that are lost. Now, they're asking anyone to come forward who might have information as to who was behind this. And they're offering a $1,000 reward. This is the number you should call at their A&D Auto Parts Repair Shop at 419-476-4772. And although they say their junkyard has been vandalized numerous times, they've never seen it this badly damaged.
The locker room, basically. So go ahead, Luke. All right, you're good. 4,500 square feet. Well, as a kid, I was really into haunted houses, me and my brothers, and my brother, they used to tease me. My brother had a bunch of masks, and he used to, throw live snakes in the shower when I was in there. We lived out in the country, so a lot of crazy stuff.
Anybody else?
Me and my wife and kids are out here. We're all acting every night.
Hi.
This is my daughter here, my youngest daughter. Don't look creepy.
The reactions are really good. Like, a lot of people get scared. Like, they scream and they jump.
I really like scaring people and getting a good reaction out of them.
You're a bad friend!
It's really funny. It's super hard not to laugh.
Having a great time with the people from Team Recovery. They've been amazing to work with.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I drive a van from the Zeph Recovery House, and I bring 20 recovering heroin addicts to come volunteer.
I've been sober for a little over a year. I had a year of sobriety on October 15th.
I'll have a year next Friday.
Today's my 30 days.
A year ago, if you would ask me how things would be, I would have never thought they'd be this good. It was just a repetitious cycle of jails, institutions, and overdoses, pushing everybody in my family away from me. But it's good to be back here, not only sober, but having fun with other sober people and giving back to the community.
From where I was a year ago, I was basically living on my sister's couch.
Where do you think you're going?
Nobody wanted to be around me anymore.
Help! You want to help me?
The things in my recovery process that I had to accept first is knowing that my life's unmanageable, and putting drugs and alcohol into my equation is not going to get any solution out of it.
And we all come together as a team because we all kind of know each other, so it's pretty cool.
Blast, to be honest with you. It's probably one of the most stress-relieving things I've ever done in my life. So it's good to scare some people.
It's just an amazing time. Got my driver's license back, my family's back in my life. The goals that I've set I'm achieving now. I've got a job. I'm getting ready to start another job. I get to come here and I get to scream and release all my stress, so I love it.
Well, yesterday, a violent crash in Lake Township killed a horse and sent one driver to the hospital. That horse, Riley, served as part of an outreach program for a local ministry. Loved ones, as well as members of the community, are devastated over this loss. Photojournalist Joe Cromer has the story.
We dressed him up as Captain America on several occasions for the kids, and he just wore this on this past Sunday. He came out in full garb. The kids cheer him on.
Everyone knew Riley. Nobody wanted Smoke, Luke, Calypso, none of them. They just wanted Riley and just ride Riley. And they would wait hours just to get on this horse. He stayed right here in the stall. He was very special.
He would approach kids without any effort at all on my part.
Speechless. I just did not know how to react to it.
I would imagine that he was leaning through the fence, and once he got his head out, got a leg out, he realized he was able to get out, and so he went for greener pastures. He was killed, and his role in the barn was so important it's going to be hard to replace. He's such a vital part of the outreach that we have because he's the go-to horse. He was safe for all the kids to ride, and then we just have a simple motto here at the ranch. It's work hard, play hard, so we try to instill a good work ethic in the kids and then give them an opportunity to labor around the ranch and then as a reward ride the horses. And Riley was definitely one of the ranch favorites. So we typically have, I would say anywhere from 20 to 40 kids out here on any given open ride.
With these horses, they actually built our church bigger and got a lot of people saved just by these horses, and brought a lot of people back into church.
So what we're going to try to do is move the horse first, just so we have an idea of how big of a burial spot we need to create. So we'll make it about a 12 by 12 hole and then make sure he's covered by more than 2 feet. I just rode him Tuesday. We had the outing on Sunday, and then I rode on Tuesday, and we probably did about a 4-mile ride all through this area and letting people pet him and stuff, you know, as we were out and about.
Our thanks to Joe Cromer for that emotional story. The woman who was driving the car came by the ranch after getting out of the hospital and expressed her condolences.
Scary scene playing out overnight. The driver in critical condition right now. You can take a look at the rescue here. That truck still underwater at this hour. This crash happened shortly after midnight off of I-75 northbound in Perrysburg Township. That's where we find our Sarah Shahayab live this morning with an update on that driver's condition. And Sarah, do we know exactly what led up to this crash?
Yeah, Andrew, we've been tracking this story for you all morning here. As you mentioned, the driver still is in critical condition. We're still working to figure out exactly why it was that he veered off of the road here on I-75 northbound. But just take a look at the truck. It's halfway submerged in this water, and this is where the truck driver was stuck in there for about an hour. Now it's very cold out here, so he was stuck in this cold water as well, which isn't helping with his current condition. Now it happened around midnight, and the reason that emergency personnel were able to come out here was because another truck driver was able to flag down someone else to call 911. Now when Ohio State Highway Patrol arrived on the scene, needless to say, they were very surprised that the driver was alive.